this is Lisa, and you're listening to the Fuzzy Little Heart Radio Hour, where we play all local music.
Way down south Memphis, Tennessee, comes the sound and it's sweet to me. Oh, it sounds so sweet. Oh, it's hard to beat. Well, the jug band music certainly was a treat to me. Went back home, turned on my radio. We danced so hard we wore a hole in the floor because it sounds so sweet. Oh, it's hard to beat. Well, the jug band music certainly was a treat to me. Doc Mark playing the banjo mandolin. That's why the women all flock to him, because he sounds so sweet. Oh, it's hard to beat. Yeah. Well, the jug band music certainly was a treat to me. Oh, it's making a treat now. It sounds so sweet. Yeah. Tim really knows that he's in the know. Let's listen while he pulls some bow. You know, he sounds so sweet. Oh, it's hard to beat. Oh, aren't you? Oh, yeah. Well, the jug band music certainly was a treat to me. Oh, pull that for you now. You got it. All right. You can help us out with that if you would. It sounds so sweet, it's hard to beat. Well, he got the rhythm, he got the tone. Listen to Rich Higdon play that single-phone. You know, it sounds so sweet. Oh, it's hard to beat. All right. Well, the jug band music certainly was a treat to me. Well, play it, then. Rich Higdon there on the single-phone. Give me a yeah. Women all kiss him on the mug. They like the way JR treats those jugs. Yeah, he sounds so sweet. Oh, it's hard to beat. Well, the jug band music certainly was a treat to me. Yeah, what do you got, Gerald? Say it. Look it up. J.R. Fenner, give it up! Way up north in Sheboygan town, the hot shots are there and they got that sound. You know, it sounds so sweet. Oh, it's hard to beat. Oh, yes it is. Well, the jug band music certainly was a treat to me.
Happy Friday the 13th. Between St. Patrick's Day and ice bowling and all the other activities, there is a lot happening this weekend. Well, at least scheduled to happen. We'll see. Tomorrow and Sunday's weather look a little dicey, so before traveling out, I recommend making sure the event isn't canceled. And I'll do my best to update the events tab of fuzzylittleheart.com as well if I hear of any changes. But we started with the Jug Band Quartet by the Water Street Hot Shots off their 2011 album, Live from Water Street. They're playing tonight at 7 p.m. at Three Sheeps Brewing on North Avenue in Sheboygan. And next is a song by Brent Bell. He's playing with The Boys tonight at 8 p.m. at Butch and Ann's Pine Grove, which is northwest of Howard's Grove. And then he has a solo tomorrow in the Elk Room, located inside the Osthoff Resort in Elkhart Lake. Here's Brent's 2025 song, I Know That Place, that was recorded with Fox Menagerie.
Feeling about as empty as my fridge on Sunday morning. Drove into the city looking for a cold can friend. Landed at the crossroads, can't afford the stuff she's pouring. Settle for an overpriced high life, yeah, that's my life. Pretty smile, knowing eyes, so I bent her ear for a minute. She nodded as I drained the last drop out of next week's check. Said I've been spinning my wheels out there, but you probably wouldn't get it. She stopped me there, put the bottle down. Said, hey, I know that place, I know that place. Did time there long ago. I was glad that chapter closed. It's a struggle, there's your trouble. Now don't hold back the heartbreak tears. Gets funny in a few more years. A flashback smile on your face saying, hey, I know that place. I know that place. And she said for a while life passed me by, took everybody with it. On the bigger, better while I was on my mama's couch. Worked overtime, night school, online, dang, that was a hot minute. From a loner to the owner of this bar. Well, last year I worked here cleaning out the stalls. So hey, I know that place, I know that place. Did time there long ago. I was glad that chapter closed. It's a struggle, there's your trouble. And I don't hold back the heartbreak tears. Gets funny in a few more years. A flashback smile on your face saying, hey, I know that place. I know that place. It's a lonely road if you go it alone. But darling, you don't have to. No, 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 no. I know that place, I know that place. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everything gonna be okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that place, I know that place. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Honey, it'll be okay.
Every now and then it feels like our new life together is burdened by a world that never rests. But in our golden years, there'll be nothing left to stop us from picking up our lives and moving west. to fix our meals. 20 minutes from the wharf, about an hour from Sonoma. We could have breakfast by the bay and eat lunch in Santa Rosa. Maybe in the winter we could drive down to the valley and see all the sights that we forgot to see. Visit our friends out in the desert, spend a day at Joshua Tree, maybe meet a weathered Indian who will sell us some peyote. And the blue of your eyes a shade between the sky and the sea. Of course there'll come a day where one of us will lose to time. But if disease should ever start to take your body or your mind, you could take my hand and we could jump into the ocean, start a tidal wave of our favorite emotion, and I'd embrace you one last time as we get swallowed by the sea. And I would smile as I kiss you, because I'll never have to miss you.
And that was Golden Years by Phil Norby off his 2019 album Pollywog. He's playing tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Solu Winery outside Cascade. And next is a song by Bacchus Lotus. They're playing tomorrow from 4 to 7 p.m. for the Ice Bowling, which is at Blue Line Ice Center in Sheboygan. This always popular event starts with tonight with Susie and the Detonators at 5 p.m. and Glam Band at 8:30. Here's Bacchus Lotus's song Say It Again off their 2019 album Bacchus Lotus 4.
Last words that you spoke to me keep bouncing around the chambers in my head. It was the day that you awoke with me. I still recall those magic words you said. Well, you told me that you loved me, that you just couldn't live without me. Then you put your feet back down upon my floor, and without another word you kissed me on the lips and then walked out the door. The day before I met you, I did not understand the meaning of the word. was just a watercolor blur. And then you came into my life like a bolt of lightning from the sky, a tidal wave of feelings, hope and fear. That what I felt was a one-way ride, my feeling buried deep inside, until you said the words I wanted to hear. Say it again. Tell me that you love me. Say it again. Three simple words I wanna hear. Say it again. Tell me there's no other. Just say it again. Say it again. With each and every passing day, I look up to the sky and I ask why. Yeah, why am I the lucky one, and do I deserve this life you sanctify? Don't think that I'm some pessimist, misogynistic soloist. I don't believe it's all about to end. But I've put my trust in you, and now I need to see this through, if I want to stay with you, my friend. Say it again. Tell me that you love me. Please say it again. Three simple words I wanna hear. Say it again. Tell me there's no other. Say it again. Just say it again. Say it again. Well, 20 years have come and gone. The kids are grown and we are on our own. And every day we drive off to work, we punch that card, and then we head for home. And even though the times have changed, our lives completely rearranged, and gravity will meet us in the end. I'll never need another love, I won't have to find some other love, if you just tell me time and time again. Say it again. Tell me there's no other. Please say it again. Three simple words I wanna hear. Say it again. Tell me that you love me.
every lie. Lost and blinded, happened again. Could you take me for a ride? When the snow starts falling, I feel it in my bones. When the dark starts calling and won't leave me alone. Home is wherever you are. Up above me, high as the pines, there's a police department drone. Down below me, down in the mines, hearts are heavier than stone. And it's receding, all of the pain, like the hair above my head. Feel the blood that runs through my veins, like a freight train hauling lead. When the snow starts falling, I feel it in my bones. When the dark starts calling, it won't leave me alone. Home is wherever you are. There's no way to tell you exactly how I feel. I've been masquerading and sleeping at the wheel, at the wheel, at the wheel. When the snow starts falling, I feel it in my bones. When the dark starts calling, it won't leave me alone. Home is wherever you are. Oh yeah, home is wherever you are.
And we just heard a Michael Grabner song, Wherever You Are, off his album The Rock Garden Recordings, which was just released this year. He's playing tomorrow at 7 p.m. at Rumors Roadhouse, located by Crystal Lake in Plymouth. And if you're just joining us, I'm Lisa, and you're listening to the Fuzzy Little Heart Radio Hour, where we play local music and talk about upcoming music events. And then next is a song by the Dave Steffen Band. They're playing tomorrow at 7 p.m. at Salute in Manitowoc, and again Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. at Jags, located near Road America. The Sunday event is a fundraiser for the Elkhart Lake Fire Department. Here's Dave Steffen's song, Good Friends Gather Round, off their 2015 album, Fishing Town.
I got my baby, I got some money, all my good friends back in town. So glad to be here with you all, hanging around. Well, there's Frankie, his brother too, and you know what they can do for you with that backbeat and the rhythm. You gotta move. I got my baby, I got some money, all my good friends back in town. So glad to be here with you all, hanging around. Bob's backyard, party in the woods. Well, there's Norbit and Chicago Day, driving all the way up to Sturgeon Bay to play and dance at Stone Harbor, both night and day. I got my baby, I got some money, all my good friends back in town. So glad to be here with you all, hanging around. To do, just go on out, baby, hear the blues. You'll have a good time on the floor. Bring your dancing shoes. I got my baby, I got some money, all my good friends gathered round. So glad to be here with you all, back in town. I got my baby, I got some money, all of my good friends gathered around. So glad to be here with you all, back in town.
Too close to the sun, they say, and I was laughing in the rain. From a different time comes a different man, passing by when they can't understand. He's got synthetic lies telling me what it's all about. Today, carry all that weight to another day. You're at a point below zero. Where do you go when you can't find your way? Icarus stands on the top of the hill, looks down and wonder at a world so unstill, and thinks, where do I belong? Pins and needles and video games, love without a lie doesn't fit this place. So turn the page, turning the page today. Carry all that weight into another day. You're at a point below zero. Where do you go when you can't find your way? Oh no. Fools and heroes, liars and zeros, 1,000 years too long. Icarus boy, where have you gone?
Trip's song Icarus off their 2001 album Please Disturb. They're playing tomorrow from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. at Ice Bowling in Sheboygan, right after Bacchus Lotus. And the next is a song by Nitro 5. They're playing tomorrow at 8 p.m. at the Fat Cow in downtown Sheboygan Falls to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Here's Nitro 5's single, Having Fun Tonight.
You staring me down and siren song, an emerald-winged hallucination, broken spell at the break of dawn.
And we just heard Old Absinthe House, which was a 2025 single by Keith Daniels' Psycho Swamp Band. His one-man band is playing tomorrow from 8 to 11 p.m. at Hyka Bay Tavern in Cleveland. To see the full list of events playing in the area, you can check out the events tab of fuzzylittleheart.com. I do try to update that regularly, and I also will notate any cancellations that might happen as I hear about them. And the next is a song by Bowser. They're playing tomorrow at 9 p.m. at Craft 30 on Michigan Avenue in Sheboygan. Here's Bowser's song, Gambino and the Space Cadets, off their 2007 self-titled album.
someone to hold. If you're feeling lonely and the pain's too much to bear, I know you've got a broken heart, and girl, I know you're scared. I know it might sound crazy, but I know just what I need. A little bit of warm embrace, a bit of you and me. I know right where I'm going, and I know just what I'll do. So catch me, I'm falling for you.
We can go outside and watch the stars, barefoot on the hood of a car, and sit around and feel the wind blow by. I just wanna take you in, taste your kiss and feel your skin underneath the midnight sky. And if you're feeling lonely and the pain's too much to bear, I know you've got a broken heart, and boy, I know you're scared.
I know it might sound crazy, but I know just what I need. A little bit of warm embrace, a bit of you and me. I know right where I'm going, and I know just what I'll do. So catch me, I'm falling for you. I know it might sound crazy, but I know just what I need. A little bit of warm embrace, a bit of you and me. I know right where I'm going, and I know just what I'll do. So catch me, I'm falling for you. I know right where I'm going, and I know just what I'll do. So catch me, 'cause I'm falling for you.
And that was Miles Wangeren with his song Falling for You off his 2017 album Wasting Time and Wasting It Well. Miles is playing Sunday at 1 p.m. at Solu Winery outside Cascade. And then next is a song by Stephen Hull. He's playing Sunday at 3 p.m. at the Smiling Moose in Osman. Here's his 2022 single, Toys in My Eyes, which also features local blues greats Victor Reed and Pierre Lee.
I got these toys in my eyes.
I got these toys in my eyes. I got these toys in my eyes. I got these toys in my eyes. I got these toys in my eyes. I can't freaking sleep with all these toys in my eyes. These theme park release got me all up in chain. Them secret cops will give me all of these pain. They got my fans all locked up in a little known jail. I'm about to create some Mega Mouse hell. A dog, a genie,
a witch and more. Got them all locked up behind a cage door. The king of the parks be taking all my family's cash. They better watch out or we'll be kicking some of the toys in mine. I got these toys in mine. I got these toys in mine. I got these toys in mine. I can't friggin' sleep with all these toys in mine. This little tiny rat be cooking all this jailhouse crap. Little did he know he'd be in this rap. I'm about to make a never land mess. The duck might be mad, but I couldn't care less. The lion, the deer, and the characters that we all adore. Never did I think that we'd all be at war. The lines at the park so friggin' long, it gave me a little time to write this song. I got the toys in mine, toys in mine. I got these toys in mine. I got these toys in mine. Can't friggin' sleep with all these toys in mine. Now as I look to finish this crazy little song, I love all the theme parks, but don't get me wrong. But just as you think to book your fun little trip, I wanna give you all a very good tip. Walk, drive, or take the train. If you book a flight through Atlanta, the lines are insane. Or in whatever you do, you'll learn it just from us. But don't you book a trip through the parks at Christmas. Got these toys in my eye.
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 Got these toys in my eye. Can't friggin' sleep. I can't friggin' sleep. I can't friggin' sleep with these
Toys in my eyes.
Chest out, you better watch out, 'cause I'm coming. I wanna be a real tough guy. I wanna be a real tough guy. I wanna be a real tough guy. I wanna be a real tough guy.
We just heard Tough Guy, which was a 2025 single by Drew. He's part of 2 fundraiser events on Sunday. He's playing at Three Sheeps in Sheboygan as part of a fundraiser for Safe Harbor. Cedarwell's also playing at that event. The event goes from 12 to 5. I believe that's like a brat fry and other things. And Drew's slated to play from 4 till 5. And then after that, he's going to be at Limelight Pub for the Roman holiday. There are like 12 acts slated for that event, which goes from 5 to 10 p.m. It's an appreciation event for Limelight and the owner, Roman. Proceeds for that go towards his yearly live venue license fee, which isn't really talked about a lot, but if I understand correctly, any venue that has bands that play cover songs has to pay this fee yearly. And we're coming to the end of the show. We'll end with a song by Rick Dodgson, since he's the one putting together the Roman holiday. Also scheduled to play at that event is Doc Mock, John Dahl, Gabe Ogama, Vox, Ross Fail, Steve Bossler, Aaron Schwer, Mike Ammons, Eric Neve, Jono, and more. So here's Rick's song, How Much Is Too Much, from his 2020 Hey Coat project. Rock your fuzzy little heart.
much of a bad thing? Where should I draw the line? Should I act tough and get a bit rough? Buy an old bus and do some weird stuff? How much is too much of a good time? Will I lose my looks, my velvet touch? How much is too much? Will I lose my looks, my velvet touch? How much is too much of a good thing? Of a good thing? Of a good thing?
Again, I'm Lisa, and you've been listening to All Local Music on the Fuzzy Little Heart Radio Hour. Opening and closing music were composed and performed by Ted Bingham and Marlon Smith. You can visit us at fuzzylittlehart.com or email us at fzlhonline@gmail.com, and you can also find us on Facebook. If you're a musician that lives or performs in the Sheboygan area and would like to hear your music on our show, contact us. Thank you for listening to Fuzzy Little Heart and Mead Community Radio.